Okay, BookTube. It is Battle of the Boxes. These are 6 September book boxes that I got this month. And I also got one from Fairyloot, but since I bought it late and bought it as a single purchase, unfortunately I'm not going to have it for this unboxing, and I'm actually not going to count it for September since I didn't get it in September. But I am going to go through each of these boxes. We've got Fairyloot, LitJoy, Unplugged Adult and Young Adult, Illumicrate, and owlcrate. So let's get started. This is going to be lengthy, I suppose. But basically what I'm going to do is go through each box and do just like a very quick what is in it. And while I do that, I'm going to explain the products and then give you my final thoughts on each box and how I felt about them. And before we start, I have been getting Unplugged Young Adult since, I want to say, November 2018, and I've been getting Unplugged Adult since they came out. I think their first box was in May. So, I didn't realize there was other boxes until recently. So, I'm very, very late to the game. But owlcrate, this is my third book box from them. Okay, so we've got owlcrate, the spoiler cards, and I'll get to the items. Okay, so the first item is the enamel pin for the book. The second item is a pair of gloves. Well, they're not really gloves, but you put them on your hand. They go up your arm to keep you warm. You can use them at work. You can use them wherever you would like. We got a trinket dish that says, "Beware, for I am fearless, therefore powerful, Mary Shelley." And then there is like caramel flavored coffee by Bones and Coffee. And then we got this art print, "Beware the Autumn People." And then our book of the month was The Bone Houses. And of course it comes with the author letter. It came with a bookmark that goes with the book. And then we have our signed page. And nothing different underneath. But the cover is different. The cover is originally black. So they did change the whole cover of this book. And then as our extra special book, we got The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. It's a Penguin exclusive. So that is owlcrate's box. I will say that I'm excited about the book. I really like this trinket holder right here. And I think the book is going to be really good. I'm not a huge fan of the different cover. I like the black cover better. So I don't know. That's just personal preference, of course. We all have our own personal preferences, but yeah. So that's my personal preference. Next, I'm going to do an unplugged one. We're going to just kind of go back and forth. And I can't remember if this is the adult box or the young adult box, but okay, so this one is the young adult box, and it has a spoiler card, A Walk Down Memory Lane, and then next month's box for young adult is going to be Look at Light at the End of the Tunnel. Okay, and I'll get started. So first we have a Cruel Prince mug. it says, if I cannot be better than them, I will become so much worse. The Cruel Prince. And on the other side is, instead of being afraid, I could become something to fear. Okay. And then this is a Harry Potter coaster. And it says, the ones that love us never leave us. Next, we have what they put in their description as a vintage bookmark. And then we got a Damien candle from, is it Vampire Diaries? Yeah. And then it smells like, it's bourbon, sweet tobacco, chili pepper, and citrus. And I mean, it smells pretty good, actually. I smell the citrus and like the sweet tobacco and bourbon. I really don't smell the chili pepper. And then we got the Giver lotion. It's Applejack, and it's really good. And it is got sweet almond oil in it. But yeah, it actually smells really good. It smells like cinnamon, and it is really good. Okay, and then the book of the month for Unplugged's young adult book is There Will Come a Darkness by Katie Rose Poole. We have a signed nameplate right here, and that is what they have. Unplugged does not have special editions normally in their books. They're still very new. They're only about a year, I think, about a year. So that being said, as far as my impressions on this box, I would like to say that I am an extremely loyal subscriber to Unplugged. I have been with them almost since the beginning. I typically love most of their products. They are most of the time usable. They don't do a lot of fandoms. They do more of products that you can use, things to use to unwind. But I have got to say, I'm not going to lie, I'm very underwhelmed with this box. To me, it just doesn't have, I don't know. Their other boxes have been really good, and this one was their anniversary box. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I don't know. I was just really underwhelmed with it. But I can say that I do love the book. I think the book is going to be absolutely fantastic. So I'm totally on board with the book. I think it's just some of the other stuff in it. I don't know. And then the LitJoy crate. Oh no, my spoiler card is in the bottom. Sorry. I forgot that my granddaughter was looking in here, and I forgot to change some of the stuff. Okay, so first of all, the theme is Haunted Manor, and we have got scrunchies inspired by Coraline. So there's a button, there is a key, and then there's Coraline herself. Then we got a wooden bookmark. What in the heck is that? Oh, you know, I know what it is. Oh, what is it? Nightmare Before Christmas. Good Lord. And then on the back it has this guy. And then we have another set of cards, and these ones are for the Illuminate files. And then our author letter, of course. And I did forget to mention that Unplugged was doing author letters, but in an effort to like be more green and be more, you know, sustainable to the environment, they emailed the letters, but I think they're going back to putting them in the boxes. But I just want to tell you that there was an author letter. It was emailed to me. Okay, and then next we have a Ghostbusters. I think it's either an iron-on or no, it says an iron-on patch, but I love it. I'm just going to hang it up somewhere. And then we have a scarf inspired by the Haunted Mansion. There's a lot of spooky, oogly things on here. And then we have the Addams Family And they're just to like mark your books, or, you know, you can mark them for anything. They're just like little Post-it marker things. But the box is calling them page flags. And then we have the book of the month, which is called Treason of Thorns. And it's hard to kind of see that it's got a very metallic cover. It's a beautiful cover. And then we have the signed plate, which is a LitJoy edition. And then we have that. And then it's also, the book is extremely plain underneath, but it has a reverse dust jacket. So, which, to be honest, I'm really excited about this book. It sounds good. It's ghosts, magic. Who doesn't want ghosts or magic? And this is my first LitCrate subscription. I bought a single box for August because I liked what was in it, but this is my first subscription of LitJoy. And honestly, out of all the items that I got, I will use the scrunchies, I will use the page flags, the bookmark. I'm going to display my awesomeness here, but I don't think I'll use the scarf. I don't do scarves, but I don't know. I might figure something to do with it. I might not. And one thing that LitJoy does is they offer add-ons. Well, of course, I didn't know about that when I ordered the box. And I also ordered this box after the add-ons had closed. But I'll know now for the future. So my initial thoughts on the LitJoy box is that I actually really like everything in it. The book, awesome. I love the book, but the items that are in there are a little, they don't seem to be real. They're not cheap, but I don't feel like they were just small, I guess. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. They were small and they just didn't really stand out to me. Okay, and then this one's for Illumicrate. And I'm so sorry, the spoiler card is hidden because, like I said, my granddaughter got into it. But anyway, the first thing we have is this wooden thing, you know, we can display. It says, "Welcome to Black Cliff Academy." And I know it was inspired by something. I will let you know when I find it. And then we have a lanyard. And then we have, okay, here we go. I found it. The wooden postcard is from Ember in the Ashes. And then the lanyard is a DNA lanyard from the Mortal Coil. And then next up, we have this paper. Oh, it got a little jacked up there, but it says "The End is Night." And it has a little skull with bats under it. And this is inspired by, where's it at? The End is Night list pad. The Antichrist is coming. Okay, so this is from the Good Omen. And then the next thing we have is a scarf. It says Watford School of Magics. It's really pretty long. On the other side, like if you're like wear it, it's got purple, gray, green in it. And it says, "Show allegiance to Simon and Baz, alma mater, with this cozy Watford School of Magic scarf. Carry on." Okay. And then the next thing that we have is a ceramic mug. And I can tell you that I think this is the item that I'm the most absolute excited about. And it is based off of Children of Bone, and Children of Blood and Bone. And it's super, I mean, it's really heavy duty. I totally love it. I'm so excited about this. Out of the Illumicrate box, I think that is my favorite item that I will absolutely use. Okay, and then we have our author letter here. And then the book of the month, which when I first watched an unboxing of this from somebody else, I was kind of like underwhelmed by the book when I watched the unboxing. But once I got the book myself, I changed my mind. It says Kingdom of Souls, The Last Witch Doctor. And then on the side, it has a snake. And then on the inside, we have our author signature. And then, yeah. So there's nothing super duper special other than the, on the side here. But after getting this book in my hand and looking at it, I'm feeling like I really think I'm going to like this book. So this is my first Illumicrate box, yes. So I did order the Dark Dawn Illumicrate box. It was my first special edition from Illumicrate, and then this is my first subscription from Illumicrate. And I did buy I have a few more of theirs coming. I bought August, and I also bought July. So those should hopefully be coming in the mail right along with this. But one thing I did forget to mention, and I just realized that I found it, was the pin or the coin. And I think it was Katniss Everdeen is who they said it was inspired by when I read through it earlier. But anyway, so as a whole, this box, again, was just a little underwhelming for me. I guess I don't know what I was expecting. I do think the book is going to be really super good. And I'm actually very excited about the ceramic mug, but I'm not going to use the lanyard. I'm not going to use the scarf. I don't wear scarves. I will likely use of course I'll use the notepad, but out of this box I'm only going to use half of what I got, and I don't know, I don't like that. Okay, so the next thing is the Unplugged adult box. And like I said before, we get emailed the author letter right now because they're trying to figure out a way to be cleaner. So I did get it. But it is called Memories, which is the first anniversary box. Spoiler card. And then the next October theme is Fear. One thing about Unplugged that I actually really like is they send their boxes the first week of the month. So whatever their theme is for that month, you get it at the beginning of the month. So like for October, it's Fear. So the first week of October, they'll send out all the boxes. So let's say that it's a Halloween edition box. We'll have it in October, whereas I've noticed all the other book boxes that I just got, they send it to you at the very end of the month, almost the beginning of the next month. I don't know. I personally like that these come the first of the month. So, a Nevernight mug, too many books, too few centuries. This is awesome. This is probably my favorite thing out of all the boxes that I got for this month is this mug right here. And then next up we got lotion. It says Victor Vale Amber Lotion. And see what it smells like. I forgot. I smelled it. Yeah, it's a fresh kind of apple-y scent. Not apple, cherry. It's a very fresh scent. It smells really good. And I tell you one thing about Unplugged. They keep me in lotions, bath bombs, shower steamers, body wash. I've not had to buy body wash, lotion, or anything for almost a year. And that's no joke. So that is definitely a good thing. And then we got a metal feather bookmark, and it's super, super adorable. I like this. And then we got a candle, the There and Back Again, and I believe it's from The Hobbit. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. It says There and Back Again, A Hobbit's Tale. And it smells like apple, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it, so I probably will gift this to somebody else, but 99% of the time I keep all of my candles. I use them all, but this one's just not going to work with me. And then, of course, everybody knows this. It's an It bath bomb. And it says, we all float down here. Okay, I love horror, so this is fantastic for me. And then the book is Gideon the Ninth. And it has black sprayed edges, as I believe all of the books that he did. I don't know if the author's a he or a she. And we get our nameplate. And then underneath of the top there's a skull there. Now, I am getting the Illumicrate August box, which also has this book, and I didn't realize that at the time, but that's okay. I don't mind. I really want the stuff that's in the Illumicrate box. But anyway, this book here looks fantastic. It's got lesbian necromancers and a haunted gothic palace in space. What is not to love about that? I'm just saying. What's not to love? So my thoughts on this box are, I'm still a little underwhelmed compared to their past boxes. However, I like this one a little bit better than the young adult box. So I will use every item in this box except the candle I'm going to gift to somebody else. But yeah, the book is by far, it sounds so good. I really cannot wait to dig in. Oh, I gotta remember there's glass in there. Okay, guys, thank you so much for hanging on at 22 minutes. Like, subscribe, give me a heart, give me any type of emoji you want. Hey, how about a skull emoji for hanging on this long? Let me know. Let me know that you've hung on this long. Okay, and then the last one is fairyloot. And here we go. So, the fairyloot. I'm going to just kind of lay the items out here a little bit for you. And then I'll go over what they are, because I got to find the author letter. And like I said, my granddaughter got into this with me, and she just kind of messed everything up. Okay, so the first thing is we got a pair of comfy socks for... So we got a pair of comfy socks, and here's the card. And then we got our fairyloot scoop, which is Be Crazy, and our next month's theme. Okay, so the socks here they just have like a witch hat on them. And they're just like the super soft, comfy socks that you wear in the winter. The next thing we have is an enamel pin. It says Not Your Basic Witch, and it's got a cauldron on it. It looks like a Starbucks bag, or I mean a Starbucks cup, and it's got a witch on it as well. The next thing that we have is we got metal straws, and so I've not gotten a metal straw yet, and I'm okay with it. But they are like black and white with like splotches of the opposite color. And one says magic and one says witch. And it comes in a bag. And it also comes with a cleaner. So I have a glass one that I got in a box some time ago. And I haven't used it yet. It seems odd. But again, I'm all about, helping the environment. So, and then we get a little sticky notepad that says, "You're just as sane as I am." So it's got like a mask there, and it looks like a little witch's or wizard's wand. Okay, and then we got a cauldron bath bomb. The bath bomb's in the cauldron. The cauldron's plastic, so you're not meant to use it. I just wanted to show you guys. See all that? Yeah, it was all over the box. It was absolutely horrible, but I'll go into that when I do my review of the box, okay? Okay, and then before I get to the cards, we have a tote bag, and it's really big. It's got a dagger and crystals and a moon and bones, and I mean, it's got a little bit of everything on it, and it's really big. And the bottom is kind of open, so, or not open, but wide. So then hopefully I will be able to use it, because I love tote bags, and I use them all the time, all over when I go to work, when I go to the store. Okay, and then we got a deck of cards. They're silver here. And the cards have, and I'm going to just kind of go through them. They look, you know, fine. And then they have, this is Sabrina and her cat and whoever that gentleman is. I don't know. I've not seen the Sabrina on Netflix. But that's what those are inspired by. And then we have these three people, and I'm believing it's from A Court of Thorn and Roses. They said A Court of Thorn and Roses was some of the inspiration. The book of the month, which I'll get to last. And then the next set is some of my favorite ladies. Phoebe, Paige, or Piper, Paige here, and Phoebe. Charmed is probably my absolute favorite. I watch it on repeat. And then the last one, we have these three characters. So like I said, I believe the last three characters are from the book of the month, and that the other characters are from A Court of Thorn and Roses. That's what the spoiler card says. So anyhow, and then lastly, before we move on to the book, we have our tarot cards. Ace of Cups, the High Priestess. I am not really sure what the tarot cards are for. This is only my second fairyloot box, and I think I put my other tarot cards in a sorry, I cannot think today. In a picture frame with last month's theme. But we have our tarot cards, and then we got, with the book, we got a bookmark, and then we got the author letter right here. And then the book of the month is Serpent and Dove. And it's got these gold splayed edges, but it's really hard to see it on camera. When I was watching some other unboxings, it just looks like a dirty brown. It's not. It is gold, but for some reason, it looks dirty brown on camera. And then we have the signature. And I think there's a reversible dust jacket as well. So I don't really know what this book is about. I did see a lot of people on Facebook and reviewing it and saying it was really good, and so luckily I didn't buy it because I was actually planning on buying it, but I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't now since it came in my box. Okay, so that's it for Fairyloot. My impressions on Fairyloot's box this month is, first of all, the bath bomb, extremely unfortunate. They did not package it well. I don't know if Fairyloot is the one who actually created it, or if they got it from somebody else. It just doesn't say. It just says melon scented bath bomb, cruelty free, vegan free, made in the UK. Oh yeah, it says Little Heart Gifts. Okay, so Illumicrate did not, or I mean fairyloot did not make it, but it got everywhere. It is still every single where. See it in my box? Like, and it was everywhere, and it was a total mess. It was in my books, it was in my cards, it was in everything. And when I was showing you the socks, well, it kind of rubbed off, but see, I mean, it's just literally, it's everywhere because it broke up. And the company should have put the bomb in plastic before they did anything with it. So my thing on the packaging of the fairyloot this month was not good. My review on that is really horrible. But as far as like the book goes and everything else in the box, I enjoyed everything else in the box. I'm going to use the straws. I'm going to use the bath bomb probably this weekend since it's coming out everywhere. I'm going to use the sticky notes. I'm going to use the bag. I'm going to use the socks. So basically, I mean, in the cards, I mean, I don't know if I'll use them, but I might in the future because I play cards. So as far as like out of all the boxes that I showed today, the most usable box for me is gonna be the fairyloot box because I am gonna use all the products. The one that I think I'm the most disappointed in was the unplugged young adult box. Which makes me sad because they are one of my favorite subscription boxes. As far as the books, Gideon the Ninth totally stole my heart. That's my favorite book out of all of these. Well, let me say, I haven't read any of them yet, but that's the one I'm anticipating the most, followed by the unplugged young adult box. So in all, my favorite box, I don't have a favorite box because they have mixed reviews on every single one of them. The only thing that I can say is that I'm glad that there is more usable items and less fandoms. I prefer usable items over fandoms. That's why I've been with Unplugged so long. But then I really want to get the special edition books. I want to start collecting them. So overall, all the books look really good. I think I'm going to enjoy each and every book. But my favorite box, I don't have one. So we'll see what happens next month. I will have all of these, including the Fairycrate, and I will probably do another head-to-head comparison. And with that, please like, please subscribe. I'm going to be posting quite a few videos over the next week or two. I've got some unboxing videos. I've got some TBRs. I've got my what did I read this month. And I've got my what did I buy in books this month. Thank y'all.